I'll be taking your interview today. We are recruiting for a role in LMAQ. LMAQ at Amazon tries to better the delivery experience for both the customer and the delivery partners at the last mile. Due to the role, we are expecting to have rotational shifts and rotational week-offs, which includes potentially night shifts as well as non-weekend. And apart from that, this role is not a technical based role, nor will it lead to a technical based role. This will stay technical. Are you alright with that? Great. We will split your interview in two parts. The first part will try to understand you better, and the second part we will have aptitude based questions. And for that, you would need a piece of pen and paper. The second part, both the duration have your webcam turned on. Okay, I have your resume open. Could you please introduce yourself and keep it professional? And I don't need to know about your family. Okay. Okay. Fair enough. You said you've done a few films, right? What led you to stop pursuing? Well, the restaurant bit, I understand, but why stop the film bit? All right. Fair enough. Tell me, where do you see yourself in the next years? And imagine this: you're at somebody's wedding, some cousin, relative, and one of your aunts or uncles sits next to you 3 years from now and asks, "So, Nakand, what are you doing these days?" What would be your ideal answer to them? Okay. Let's talk about the restaurant experience. Now, tell me a time where you were trying to help one of your employees develop their career. Now, how did you help them and what was the result? Fair enough. Now, tell me about a time where you had a complex problem, but the solution was very simple. Now, what made that problem a complicated problem, and how do you know that your solution actually addressed the problem? So, give me an example of a complicated problem that you faced, but the solution was a very simple solution. Now, why was the problem complicated? What made the problem complicated? And how are you sure that your solution actually addressed the problem? Yeah, sure. Fair enough. I think we can move on to the second part of the interview. I'll be giving you a few aptitude-based questions. For this, could you please grab a piece of paper and pen? Please. Yeah, sure. Anything with paper is anywhere you can write. Even if you manage to find a cloth on which you can write, that's fine too. I think anything that you can write on is fine. Even if you want to write on the wall, that's all right. So I'm pasting the question in the chat window. It should be to the right of your screen. Are you able to access the chat window? Yeah, introducing a woman session. Okay, fair enough. I'm pasting the second question in the chat. Let me know if you're able to see the question. Could you tell me how did you get to the answer? That's all the questions I have for you. Call?
Yes.
Yeah. The work environment at Amazon, I've been here for 6 years, and I can tell you that it is good because our work environment is very structured. The way we work is also very structured. Our behaviors are based on what's called leadership principles. They're available on Google as well. That they decide what decisions we make. They have outcomes better. So, from a work environment perspective, it is good as expected of any good corporate. But apart from that, the growth aspect is also good. People who work hard, who get good results, are often discussed. And as long as your performance is good, Amazon will always try and retain you and try and push you to higher levels within the organization.
Okay.
Okay, sure. Your HR recruiting point of contact will reach out to you in the next 2 to 5 business days with feedback. Yeah. Thank you very much for taking your